All right, let's jump right into a topic that is just pure creative genius. We're looking at a prompt for an animated short that is so simple but so perfect. It's honestly a masterclass in how just a few well-chosen ingredients can cook up some seriously hilarious chaos. So it all starts with this one sentence. A baby discovers they have a very specific, useless superpower. I mean, just listen to that. This isn't about flying or saving the planet. No. The key words here are specific and my favorite, useless. That right there, that's where all the magic happens. Now, we could just tell the story, but where's the fun in that? Instead, we're going to pull back the curtain and really deconstruct this thing piece by piece to figure out why it works so incredibly well. Think of it like a blueprint for comedy, all packed into one little idea. Okay, first up, let's talk about the core concept itself. This is that hook, that irresistible idea that just grabs you and makes you smile before you've even seen anything on screen. So let me ask you something. We've all seen superheroes with super strength, super speed, you name it. But what actually makes a superpower funny? Is it the silly costume, a goofy name, or is it something deeper, something about the power itself? Well, the answer is kind of beautiful in its simplicity. You make it completely and utterly useless. See, the genius here is taking this grand, epic idea of a superpower and then grounding it in something that doesn't solve a single problem. In fact, it only creates more. And that, my friends, is absolute comedy gold. Now, here's the thing. For chaos to be funny and not just, well, confusing, it needs some rules. Even the most ridiculous, off-the-wall magic has to have some kind of internal logic. So let's look at how this prompt sets up its mechanics so perfectly. Rule number one is the trigger. Every time they sneeze. It's not some complicated spell or rare cosmic event. Nope, it's just a sneeze. Something totally relatable, totally involuntary, and something that can happen at literally any second. This tiny, everyday thing becomes the big red button for all the madness. And check out what happens when that button gets pushed. The power isn't just reality warping. No, it does two very specific, very absurd things. It either changes an object's color, like turning the poor dog bright purple, or it turns something into food, like the sofa becoming a giant marshmallow. This limitation is brilliant because it focuses the comedy and keeps it from going off the rails. So what you end up with is this perfect little engine of chaos, a repeatable loop. You see the tickle in the baby's nose, you know the sneeze is coming, and you just brace yourself for whatever weird transformation is about to happen. It creates this amazing comedic tension that just keeps paying off. Of course, a purple dog or a marshmallow sofa is only really funny because of how people react to it. The magic is the setup, but the real punchline comes from the characters. And look how beautifully defined these roles are. You've got the baby, who is this adorable, completely unknowing agent of chaos. Then there are the parents, the frantic cleanup crew just trying to keep their world from literally turning into a candy house. And of course, the true victims, the family dog and all the furniture. And this detail from the prompt is absolutely key. The baby has no idea what's going on. They're not some little evil mastermind. They're just as baffled as everyone else. 1 minute, Fido is Fido. The next, he's purple. That shared confusion is what makes the baby so lovable and the whole situation so funny. Every good story needs a conflict at its heart, and this one has a conflict that is just wonderfully, visually, deliciously messy. I just love this phrase from the prompt, the delicious mess. It's perfect. It completely captures the nightmare the parents are in. I mean, seriously, how do you clean a sofa that is now a giant, sticky marshmallow? Their desperate, frantic struggle is the engine that drives all the action. So at its core, the central conflict is really just a race against time. On one side, you have the parents representing order, trying to fix the lost disaster. And on the other side, you have the looming, ever-present threat of the next sneeze, which represents pure chaos. It's a battle they can pretty much never win, and that is a setup for fantastic comedy. Okay, so let's bring this all home. Why does this tiny one-paragraph idea feel so complete, so ready to be animated? It all comes down to its brilliant, simple, and airtight structure. I mean, look at this. It's the whole blueprint right here. You've got a simple, relatable trigger. You've got specific, totally absurd outcomes. You have crystal clear character reactions that anyone can understand. And you have a built-in ticking clock that keeps the energy up. It's a self-contained joke-making machine. And here we are, full circle, right back to those two little words that started this whole thing. The fact that this power is totally useless, that it has zero practical application, that's not a flaw. That is its single greatest strength. Its only purpose is to create pure, delightful, technicolor chaos. And in that, it is perfect. So what's the big takeaway from all this? I think it's that you don't need some massive, complicated world with intricate lore to make something truly great. Sometimes a strong, simple idea with really clear rules and relatable reactions is way more powerful and way more memorable than the most epic story you can imagine. And that leaves me with one final thought for you to chew on. If a sneeze can turn a sofa into a marshmallow, what could a hiccup do? Or stubbing your toe? So think about it. What everyday inconvenience would you turn into a very specific and very useless superpower? Thanks for tuning in.